Finally, guys, we are going to beat Fires of Intervention. Fires. No, I shouldn't say finally. Finally. So we have Nyx Bloom Ancient. Just tap it for 3 mana. By the way, we can tap this for an additional 2, so here's what we're going to do. Have fun with this one. Take great pleasure in this one. Joking. Look, every mana we tap is for like 1,000,000. Let's put this guy out of his misery. I'm going to do it for like 10, 15. 15 sound good? Everything is plus 15, plus 15. It's an elemental deck. It's Temur Elemental. Good game, man. Oh, that negative 100 on... We could have done more damage, but I just didn't feel like it. Yeah, so, guys, I played in the early access event, and I played this deck. And I whipped some butt. Now you're saying, well, how come you didn't stream the early access event? Well, that's a good opinion. No, seriously, honestly, I ordered, $1,468 worth of computer parts. They shipped them to the wrong person. That was over 3 weeks ago, as I'm making this video. Yeah, so I'm not happy about that. But anyway, yeah, so guys, I really got invited by Wizards. I was thankful of doing that. And what I'm doing here for the MTG community is, realistically, I just want to get your feedback. And I played the game since 1994 when I was a little kid. So I've seen every decade of Magic the Gathering from 94 to 2004, and then came back in 2011 from in college, and then, you know, here I am. All right, really quick, so we'll take Vivian out. We don't need her. And we can take off Omnoth, Locust. And we really need a board in versus that Fires, that darn Fires of Interventions. Yeah, we got to get rid of that. And, let me see here. Yeah, like, let's just do that, and then just see what we do. So, Simic Ramp is a really good deck, but I think this deck's even... It's better. It just... Because the new Mana of Ikoria is really good. Like, I don't think people really understand until, like, you really play with the Land of Ikoria. I am so interested in buying a booster box of it. Now, like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was kind of like, you know, I'll do MTG Arena. And then I'm seeing how the deck interacts on MTG Arena, and I'm like, I have to recreate this in person. I have to do it. So I'm kind of excited to whenever Ikoria does release itself. And I say that because, let's be honest, what's going on in the world. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know everything when I don't. My background is in healthcare. I've taken pharmacology and pathophysiology and occupational therapy, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know everything that's going on. I have opinions, but this is an MTG channel. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that beautiful thing. Oh yeah. Companion. Oh, Fires is getting hosed. Can you believe that? Fires actually... So look, your beasts, your questing beast now becomes a 5/5. Ouch. You're like, what does this do? Well, each other creature you control that's a cat, elemental, nightmare, dinosaur, or beast gets +1/+1 in vigilance. What? No. Usually they have turn 3 Teferi. Oh, he had it. He had it last game. He had turn 3 Teferi. We have 27 lands, so I don't know. Look, we're all elementals here. We're all about that life. Even our Arbor Grazer he's a 1/4. Look at this. I'm sorry. I don't want to. Let me. That sucks, dude. I don't know. I want to say, like, have a free turn. Oh man, I was gonna give him a free turn. There's no chat box for me to do that. I was gonna give him a free turn because he got hosed on mana. That was, yeah, he got nailed. Yeah, so if you enjoy Fires of Intervention being beat, if you just enjoy Esper Control, just getting beat, check out my other videos. Check out, I open up 50 booster packs of Ikoria, and I go through everything in detail. So, it's all there for you. I have live streams for you. I'm trying to get better at it. Again, understand my computer equipment is severely downgraded. So that's the reason why I didn't do the early access event. I did it, but I didn't live stream it. I have screenshots, I think. I took a few screenshots. I'm like, this is horrible. No, the event was awesome. Them shipping my over $1,500 of computer parts to somebody else is an issue. All right, this is just not a good hand. You just look at this and go, bleh. Oh wow. Yeah, 27 land in the deck. We got the Nyx Bloom Agent, we got Nissa, we got Cavalier Thorns, Questing My Beast. I only have one of these in the deck. Outside, one other of these at the mulligan. You're kidding. I have 27 land in the deck in 3 hands. I have... What is going on? They're like, you know what? Fires of Intervention is always wins. It always wins. Because they're paying it forward. This is so tough. Oh, man. Such a good hand. Just wasted. What is up with this? Look at my mana base. What is this? Oh, yeah. Laven Combustion. So if you target anything, you take 2 damage. Nice. 27 land. Alright. And you know what? You know what? We're playing Is It. That's what we're doing. This is not Nissa. This is a Fires of Intervention, not Nissa. This is a Shock, not a Leafkin Druid. Oh, look at that. That was like, you know what? I'm just going to smack you in the face with a forest. How do you like that? Cash me outside. How about that? Alright, so Leafkin Druid has to go down. Fabled Passage. I'm so, like, Ikoria. I like Ikoria. I really, like, it's a really nice touch from Theros Beyond Death. Theros Beyond Death. Anyway, yeah, it's a nice touch. I like it. Speaking of Theros Beyond Death, yeah, we're still not getting mana. This is not how it's supposed to work. This is not working. This is not how it's supposed to go. How can I manhandle Fires of Intervention with Ikoria and them having their commanders and their Sphinx of Foresights and their... Alright, Questing Beast for Questing Beast. Let's bring it. He's like, you know what? Don't attack with it because you'll lose this. Don't do it. I'll block it. No, he'll actually still have it. 5 or more, his devotion. You know, Theros Beyond Death is so underrated. We're going to look back because... I'm going to tell you why. I need to get land, then I'll tell you why. Like, what is it? No land. Well... Okay. I guess this. Finally. Get some land in there. I can't attack. Gruul is still a good deck. I ran Gruul. If you want to see how Gruul is, I went Mythic status with it. You can check it out. Guys, I have decks. If you notice, I'm going to tell you a theme. First off, subscribe to the channel because, oh, you're like, why? Why should I do that? Here's what I'm bringing to the Magic the Gathering community. Besides losing to Gruul right now. Yeah, hit me with that 4/5. So here's what I'm bringing. I played the game since 1994, and I'm gonna have to block. That people are like, that's a great story. Oh boy, here he is going to just see. Next turn, I can make these a 5/5. and block that and get away with it. This is a weird case of I'm getting hosed and I don't think I can get out of it. I'm taking it all the way. Yeah. Actually, I should have blocked with Risen Reef. What am I thinking? We get mana. I was not counting on getting a mana. That's the thing here. And honestly, yeah, I'm gonna have to take the 2 because I like pain. But the cool thing is that all these get +1/+1 even your lands. All right, so yeah, we're kind of getting hosed here. So, oh no, I'm thinking if I had this on the board, I can't do it. I can block. I have to. Yeah, so anyway, what I bring is that I've been playing Magic the Gathering since 1994, guys, to 2004. And then I came back in 2011, then I came back in 2016. I played on MTG Online, play on Modern, played in Pro Tour qualifiers. But I understand the game. You know, I played when I was a little kid, so I understand that, you know, the casual player, not everything has to be super competitive. I understand the competitive side of it, and then I also understand the casual side of it. So I think I have that kind of optics, and I play online, I play in real life. My DCI card I still have from the 90s. It's kind of crazy, actually. But, yeah. And we're going to get mauled by our opponent. Hopefully he doesn't have Embercleave. I think that's everybody's fear, like, versus Red's like, don't have Embercleave. Don't do it. It's like, don't you dare. You know that, like, they attack with everything, and then you're like, oh, I know they have Embercleave. But... Don't kill me. Let me finish my story first. Don't kill me, all right? I don't want to talk about my story when I'm looking at my sideboard. Yeah, that was nice. He's got Embercleave. You know it. I know it. So next turn, how can I get out of this? Next turn, I can go 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, I can win if I don't kill all my creatures. If he has an Embercleave, though, he wins the game. I can't... I have to get a land next turn. See, I need 10 mana to fetch a creature, give it +10/+10 and attack. I'm sorry to do this to my opponent, but I know he's got Embercleave. I just... So... Let me just do it. If he's got Embercleave, he has it. I mean, there's nothing I could do. I mean, I could do it better. I could have blocked with this. I mean, Questing Beast to his Questing Beast, blocked my Risen Reef to that. But, okay, so he doesn't. So, I lucked out. Alright, so, there's that problem. Alright, Nyx Bloom Ancient. Cool. Alright, tap for 2. I couldn't kill 2 creatures because I have to, with Leafkin Druid, you have to have 4 or more creatures add 2 mana. And add exactly 10 mana to do what I'm doing. According to my uncalculated calculations. Got it. We got the game. Alright, we're going to fetch for... Ooh, where are you? Yep, this guy right here gets +10/+10. Yep. And we're just going to tax. And that's game. I was trying to calculate everything and talk at the same time, tell my story. I thought he had Embercleave. It's like one of the rare oddities they don't have Embercleave. Yeah. So here's the thing. So yeah, my story, I'll talk about it on the sideboard. on the flip side, hello, red, green, ether gust. Okay, so Omnoth doesn't get love. Ah, yes, my get out card. Yeah, so if you're playing versus red rush, mono red, red deck wins. You got the Love Struck Beast. So you got Love Struck Beast. You got, if you're playing versus blue control, you got Shifting Ceratops. Versus, like, a lot of things, counter target with Convert Mana 4 or greater. Mystical Disputes for their Teferi Time Ravelers. You're not going to have a mirror match. But, I mean, nobody's going to be playing this type of deck. But versus, like, Simic Ramp, Simic Flash, Mystical Repeal, put target enchantment on the bottom of its owner's library, Fires of Intervention, Return to Nature, think about Raddkos, Witch's Oven, think about Fires of Intervention. All right, moving on. And red deck wins, you play with Love Struck Beast. That's what you do. Alrighty then. So yeah, my background, like I said, I played in 1994 to 2004, came back 2011, came back 2016. And again, I played from all different spectrums, but what I'm trying to bring is getting feedback from the players. And this is just a not blessed hand here, is it? But we'll keep it. Yeah, so just get feedback from people and relay that on to Wizards. And just try to really just build a positive community. I mean, it's, you know, there's a lot of good in Magic the Gathering. And, you know, I could tell you a few stories about it, but Robber of My Rich. I made a mistake by the way. I should have played this, Castle Vantros. I just lucked out and got, because for Growth Spiral, I lucked out and I top decked an island. So I probably shouldn't have pointed out my mistake, but you'll notice it now because I just said what it was. Alright. Drop that down. Robber of the Rich. Groll Spellbreaker. Just slap me for 5. Take my Hydroid Colossus. Alright. Alright, so... yeah. Oh, wow. Why did it tap it like that? Why did it tap my blue mana? That doesn't make sense. You gotta watch out the auto, guys. I just auto-did it. It should have not tapped my blue mana. I have Ether Gust in my hand. Return target red or green creature. Red. Green. I don't know why it did that. Why did it... You gotta be careful. So anyway, yeah, it's probably gonna cost the game. Easily. Anyway, yeah, it's gonna cost it. Man. Yeah, I could have returned the Questing Beast to his hand, you know, could have done that. Well. Alright, so, just be careful with the auto taps. I wasn't even thinking about it, because I shouldn't have done it. One, two, three, four, 5. Yeah, I'm just hosed this game. Sure. Nope. Yeah, because here's the thing. He would have had to draw his Questing Beast again this turn. It would have prevented 4 damage. Yeah, it's just... Anyway, so... I just want to bring really good feedback back to the Magic the Gathering community. And also, let's have some fun. And there's really nothing to take back. We'll claim this, but decline it. By the way, do you know that this is a forest? You can actually use this with Nisa. Tap it for additional green. So that was a big difference maker. That was a huge difference maker in the game of that tappage. Because understand, we'd have 4 less damage. They'd be 1 draw step behind. So... what they just did last turn, they would be doing this next turn, which would allow us to get Nisa on the board and then just rivet it out and win the game. All right, maybe. All right, but that's that. That's that. All right, so let's be honest here. Yes, I don't know. Yeah. We will not survive this. Alright, good game. Alright, anyway, let me finish my paragraph. So, I can't. Just attack with everything. You have Annex. You got... Yeah, Yeah, I think we would have won the game. We would have won the game. That cost us right there. Well... Let's go to our block phase first, because just in case he has that little thing that we all don't like called... Oh, I might live. Embercleave. 2 damage. Back to the hand. Can we live? Can we win the game? Can we come back? Are we going to be down to 1 life? Do we have 1 life to live? Do we? I think that was like a soap opera, right? I think my mother watched that. 1 life. Oh my gosh! We pulled it off. Maybe. No. Yeah, that was my... So basically, though, my story is... let me tell you my story. So, I played Magic the Gathering since 1994 to 2004. Right? Came back 2011, 2016. Played Modern. So, here's the thing. That's what I want to bring to the Magic the Gathering community. Sorry, I got sidetracked there. But that's what I want to bring to the Magic the Gathering community. Just some fun. We're going to open up some booster packs. We're going to open up... And I'm not going to sit here and say... Like, for great example, I do a pack opening. I did 50 for Mtg Arena for Ikoria. And I really let you decide. You know, do you think it's worth it? Do you think this? Because there's different things that are for different people. And some people like to do drafts. But I show you another way to really build up your collection, I think, faster. So if you're into drafting, I have drafts on the channel. But also... for Aldrain, for Theros Beyond Death, I have drafts. I have drafts for Ikoria. I have drafts for M20. Yeah, I have drafts, I think, for War of the Spark. So they're all on the channel. And the thing about this is that... let me turn the volume down right here. The thing about it is that really what I'm trying to address to you as you're just looking at the homepage of Mtg Arena... the thing about it is that I just want to bring a positive community to the game, but still be objective and bring that feedback eventually back to Wizards. Now, am I going to bring that feedback to them overnight? No, it's not going to happen. It's going to take me about a year to do it. But between how long I've been in the game, you know, I mean, I grew up with Magic the Gathering. I played it as a teenager. I played it as a, now I'm playing, as an early adult. Now I'm playing it as an adult. So I've seen it every decade of it. And, the thing is, it's 2020. MTG Arena it's a really good format. I think Ikoria, and I think you'll kind of find this, is that once you start playing with it, it's kind of fun. Theros Beyond Death to me, Theros Beyond Death. You're like, just be quiet and do some gameplay as you talk. But Theros Beyond Death, to me, is something that's going to get pushed underneath the rug. Because you have to think about it. 2 things happened with Theros Beyond Death. Number 1, it was on a short set cycle. Number 2, when it released, there was no pre-release or release tournament to Theros Beyond Death. It took about 3 to 4 weeks until they had Magic 2020 World Championship, which I cover I covered that in February. But I broke down the last hand and everything. But so this hand is just we'll go with it. But yeah, so they didn't cut. So there was no pre-release tournament. There was no release tournament. Okay, I know what this is. I played against this before. So what they do is they have this pierce thing. So all their odd converted mana cost deals double the damage. Yeah, it's really crazy. Yeah, Cauldron Familiars, like, yeah. We don't... I think this gives me more headaches than Fires of Intervention. Our starting hand isn't that great either. But, yeah, so anyway... Theros Beyond Death didn't have a pre-release tournament, didn't have a release tournament, and then you add the virus and everything. So Theros, I think we're gonna look back and say that was a pretty good set. The Elder Giants, and all that type of stuff. I think we're gonna look back at it. Oh boy. Okay, so you can look like a champion. If I grow spiral and I get a land and I'm able to drop down Risen Reef, I look like a genius. I look like a mad scientist. But if I grow spiral and I miss a land, I look like I have no idea what I'm doing because I should drop down Risen Reef at this point because it's a blocker. And yeah, but we have to get a land. Oh, I look like a genius. Yeah, guys, I meant to totally do that. That's what I meant to do. Risen Reef. All right, another Risen Reef. Yeah, we're just playing Mtg Ramp now. Where's all of our other cards? That'd be a good spot for Jack Nicholson to talk, right? Where's all the other cards? Not gonna lie. We're gonna block that. Alright, well, we're just getting everything, aren't we? Oh, we don't have... Okay. I thought we had 3 green forests. We don't. That makes life a little bit more complicated. Alright, so if he drops this thing next turn, we're in trouble. Alright, so yeah, let's just do this. Give me some draws. Yes. I will survive. Oh. Oh, we don't have any red mana. Oh, we can mutate this thing, though. Yeah, I'm keeping that on top for sure. We'll probably die, but we might as well die and cast Ikoria. Witch's Oven. So it's like, what are we going to do to you? Witch's Oven or Oshbagosh, it's not Oshbagosh, but it's Obosh, the preypiercer. Don't kill my Risen Reef. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. You did it. You did it. I would have done it too, I'm not gonna lie. He can bring it right back. This guy can, like, double bring back Cauldron Familiar. You know, it's like, hey, I'll sacrifice it, bring it back, then I'll bring it back again. Through Lurrus of the Dream Den. Smack me right in the face. Alright, so... yeah. This isn't... it's not how it's supposed to turn out. Alright. 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Okay, so 5, 1, 2, 3, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I can't keep on taking damage, so I have to block. He's gonna drop that big giant thing next turn. I have no chance in this one. Alright, but we'll block it. Alright, let me... Yep, I'm guessing that's a smarter play here. Doesn't really matter, but... what am I thinking? Okay, what was I thinking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. double damage. 5. All about that life. All right. We are going to get lit up. Mayhem Devil. Yeah, so that's what I want to bring to the community, is just really just a positive perspective. And, you know, like I said, I think Theros Beyond Death is going to be... We're going to look back and say that was a pretty good set. The Elder Giants, your Titan of Nature's Wrath. I think underappreciated set, to be honest. Very underrated. Aldrain is really powerful, though. I mean, you can see Aldrain's Wrath right here. This is a tricky one. So when this dies, it'll deal 2 damage to you, but it'll actually deal 4, because anything that has an odd will deal double, so... Yeah, I mean, it's like, okay, right? Well, he can... Here's the thing. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that hurts. Then you sacrifice this, bring this back into play. Because that's what you do. He'll hit me for 2. That's not 1, it'll double, so I'll get hit for 2. This will come into play, I'll get hit for another 2. And then, realistically, all you have to do next turn is just Witch's Oven, the game's over. Yeah, I'll be down another 2. Remember, with this, for every odd source, it deals double the damage. It's not just an additional damage, it's double. Oh, that's game right now. I'm at 1 life. We got 1 life to live. Alright, I don't see a way out. I mean, he's going to full attack, so let's just do this for 6. 5, 1. I know, we have to put down a land. No attacks. It doesn't matter. All he has to do is sacrifice this. I'll take 2 from this, not 1. And then I'll just take this. So it's really just a formality, really. Yeah, Radkos has a lot of direction, because now it could go Radkos control with Act of Treason and claim the Firstborn. It can go hand destruction with the Elder Giant and all the hand destruction cards they have. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough matchup, because I have the sideboard for it, right? But if he plays if he's playing Claim the Firstborn, Lovestruck Beast is a creature you don't want to bring out on the battlefield, because it's just... That deck has 1/1s, because, you know, so they'll just snatch your creature and attack with it. So I have to calculate what Radkos what his sideboard is. I'm sure it's just it's a control board, like Act of Treason will probably get boarded in for him. So I'm going to have to take out Vivian and Omnoth. Oh, I kind of really just want to ramp Omnoth in this match. I don't know if I want to take Omnoth out, really. But I'm almost inclined to just really... Yeah. We're just going to run with it. The problem is that deck can now... it has so much more damage to it because of that one creature. It's... I mean, I can board in, destroy artifacts, but... Yeah, we're just going to run it. Yep. So I hope to bring positivity to the Magic community is what I'm trying to say. Bring that positivity, we'll do some pack openings, and then you can just see for yourself if it's 27 land. We get 2. And I'll take it. Take it. And Radkos, because it has such a low curve to it, it's really hard to just... I imagine that they're running more land, though, because they want to get this out. Like, I'm not going to lie. If you take this card out of the deck, it's... The deck's kind of... meh. Well... 27 to land in the deck. I mean, Growth Spiral, you think, would be the right move here. But turn 3 Questing Beast, if we drop the Leaf Kindred down, is really advantageous. Yeah, we're going to go with Growth Spiral, though. Yep. So, like I said, Leaf Kindred would have been the better play. But... I'm not trusting the lands here, guys. I'm not trusting the goods. Yep, Mayhem Devil. Cauldron Familiar. Yeah, what is up with us just getting decked on lands? 27 in here. Alright. So, Questing Beast it is. I wonder how much land they're running. It's a little odd. Attack. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that was odd. Hey, I made mistakes like every play last game, so. Yeah, we're gonna drop that down. Drop it. Yep. All of our beast, elementals, dinosaurs, they all get +1/+1 in vigilance. Our deck's a fun deck. It's just, we're playing versus some pretty fast, you know, fires, Gruul, Radkos. And, yeah. We don't have Agent of Treachery in this deck anymore, and that's the hard part. I can't snatch his creatures. That's what I'm missing. Let's see what we got here. I can live with that. Alrighty then. Yeah, how's about I drop that? So even our land will get +1/+1. We're gonna +1/+1 a land that really just this. We're gonna attack with that. Oops. That was my mistake. I forgot, does double the damage. He could have blocked with the Mayhem Devil and killed my quester. Quest my beast. Double Mayhem Devil. Triple Mayhem Devil. Yeah, if you take this card out, the deck... So, if you're playing against this deck, you really... Simic Ramp with Agent Treachery would take this out. But... I'm not playing that. Yep. Claim my firstborn. Oh, you gotta attack with it, right? So this is an interesting ruling. This has 0 casting cost, and this says if you control a source with an odd number, it's even. Do I kill my own land? Do I do it with my questing beast? And the answer is no. I got a feeling. All right, so we'll go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, first off, let's just go to. See, he can on the combat he can block. This will do double the damage. So, let's go. Let's ramp this up to. No. 8. Okay, obviously I can't do that. So, oh yeah, I can. Duh. Alright. Alright. I gotta play a little faster. Okay, resolve. 5, 1, 2, 3, 8. Auto pay. Resolve. Resolve. Drop down a land. Don't tap out. Okay, and see he can block this and he'll kill my questing beast. No decks. End turn. That thing is just so wicked. Oh wow. Alright. My turn. Yep. Drop our lands. Okay, now is when we're in business. Okay, so this the ball game's over. Tap for 2. Untaps. Make this really quick here. Do what we're good at. Having a flyer in the deck is huge, like this guy. I'm not going to waste his time. I'm not going to try to cast stuff and do fancy things. The game's over. 17-17 flying haste. 14-4. Yeah, the game's over. It's kind of the signature of our deck, really. Did we win the best out? No. I say we didn't win the best out of 3. So, yeah, that deck is just really hard to play. Disdainful Stroke would be something I could hold in my hand. Actually, really good card to play. It's just really hard to take something out of this deck. Because Nyx Bloom Ancient right in the finale of Devastation or Hydra Crossus, I mean, that's usually more than you need. But I'm going to take out one, like, Risen Reef here to put in a Disdainful Stroke. Because if we can just sit back and just counter that, his companion. I don't know the deck list for that deck. I don't know if they have more of that companion card, but I know they live off of it. They live or die off of that. It's a terrible hand. It's not looking pretty. But we keep it. We're on the draw. We can draw from Growth Spiral. The Witch's Oven, right off the bat. Alright. Play that. Pass our turn. Bam. Alright. Sitting pretty. Kind of. Not really, but it's cool. Like, is it worth to play this right now? We grow spiral 3, 4. Okay, he likes it, so. Alright. We're just going to grow spiral, guys, anyway. We're not going to use this. This is a good matchup. I like this. All right. If you know my channel, I don't shy away from top 8 decks. Alright. That's what makes you better. But yeah, if you notice, guys, my progression is... My progression on MTGs, at the beginning of the month, I'll kind of play kind of fun and loose, and then at the end of the month, I kind of play a little bit more tighter, because I'm kind of playing more at the mythic level, diamond status. So I have decks for everybody, pretty much, basically. Alright. We don't care about that. And he's probably going, does he have Finale of Devastation? It's like, yes, we do. Alright. See, that tells me he probably has he's dropping a land this turn. They always get it. How much land are they running in that Radkos deck? We're running 27 lands and we ramp. Come to Papa. Bring him out. See, they're weak. Destroy target. Well, that would do it. That was a good play. Nice. Cauldron Familiar. Alright. So he's got some time to beat us up. Double Questing Beast. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have to bring this out. I guess we grab this again, this land. Yeah, you just block it and yeah. Do your thing. Do not test me. But yeah, so but yeah, as far as what I want to bring to the MTG community is doing pack openings, but also just positive gameplay and, again, bringing that feedback. And instead, it's going to take about a year to bring some decent feedback to Wizards and see kind of like, you know, see things out. Yep. Now, see, he can sack. Oh, yeah, that's right. So he can kill Nisa. Or that. Yeah, it really, if you can get around this creature, guys, the deck isn't really that harsh. You just have to be able to get that creature. And he just got all of his pieces. He got Witch's Oven, he got Mayhem Devil, he got, you know, he got his lands on time. So, all right. Well, we gotta bring that down. The thing is, it doesn't matter because he can constantly deal 4 damage to anything every turn. So it's like having 2 free shocks every turn. Because he'll deal 2 damage by sacrificing... He's only gone through 13 cards in his deck. I feel like he's got every... Wow. He's gotten everything. Double Cauldron Familiar. Mayhem Devil. He's got everything, like, and he's only gone through 13 cards. It feels like he's had, like, everything. Alright. Well, that will be a loss. But yeah, so what I hope to bring to this good game. But what I hope to we die, good game. Oh, get that in. Oh, good game. Good game. Sneak that in there. as we just go down the ranking. That's a tough deck. Simic Ramp can take care of that. So if you guys want to know like what deck, let's get our packs. We'll just do the Ikoria pack right here. Boom. All right. There's all of our wild cards. A Jinguth. It was called Wellspring. Companion. No card in your starting deck has more than one of the same mana symbol in its mana cost. It's going to be a little tough there. Add every color. This mana can't be spent for generic mana cost. Okay. It's a pretty restrictive card. If you're playing with this, I wouldn't have this as your companion. I would just put it in your deck. Honestly. It's restrictive. I think they restricted it enough. It's pretty good. Okay, so to go, I'm going to finish. Let me finish. So what I want to bring the Magic the Gathering community, guys, obviously, like I said, I played since 1994 to 2004 when I was a little kid. I came back in 2011, came back 2016, so as an early adult, then as an adult. And then, you know, I've seen every decade of Magic. And what I want to bring is just open up packs, gameplay. I played Modern on MTG Online. I've been to the Pro Tour qualifiers. I've also played in real life. Also play on MTG Arena. Obviously, I play drafts. I play, you know, real play. Play Mythic Tier 1. We took on player, number 134. We beat them. Took on a developer, one of the MTG Arena team members. We went 16 turns. They were playing Jazaki. We were able to beat them. So the thing is, I'm not patting myself on the back, but I think I bring experience. And also, my mind is crazy. No, I'm joking. My mind goes really quick. So again, my background's more into pharmacology, occupational therapy. But, you know, realistically, I want to bring a real positive spin to the channel. And also, I'm going to be incorporating fitness. And you're like, how are you going to incorporate fitness with Magic the Gathering? That doesn't sound like Magic the Gathering. It will. It will. The thing is, you know, Magic the Gathering can be pretty positive. And the reason why I want to tell you this is because a lot of people will play Magic the Gathering to get away from things. I'll tell you this. One of my subscribers, I'm not going to say who, but they literally reached out to me because I mentioned something in one of my videos. And I was talking about, like, I was just talking about a little bit of health. And they reached out to me. I'm not making this up. And they have anxiety issues. And they said the one thing that helps them is playing Magic the Gathering. Friday Night Magic, where I play at, there was a kid that came in. And I could tell he was a little, you know, wasn't too social, was a little off. And he basically just came out and told me as we're playing a match, he goes, yeah, you know, my therapist told me to, you know, get out a little bit more. And he goes, I slowly wanted to get out. He goes, and I thought it'd be a good way to go in and play Magic the Gathering. And he goes, I saw this game store and he's like, and here I am. I'm like, well, yeah, so do you want to roll the highest person goes first, or I'm joking, but you know, a lot of people do Magic can be used as a distractor. It gets people away from things, and so if my videos help you do that, if you're like, "Whew, I thought my day was bad. Look at his gameplay," you know, so learn from my mistakes, learn from things that I do right, and you can get some deck ideas. You know, maybe I can help you out with some deck ideas. And here's another thing, too. I was also playing another match. Different month, different place. I was playing, and I was playing for somebody, and I noticed they kept on missing the draw step. And I said, hey, don't you want to do something? And he looks at me and goes, what? I said, did you forget to do something? He goes, oh, I forgot to draw my card. Like, yeah. It happened 3 separate times. And I'm telling you the story is that he's like, and I didn't view it from this perspective until I sat down across from a player. He's like, I'm so used to playing online. He goes, I'm used to every, you know, online doing everything for me. He's like, that when I play in real life, he goes, I forget he's like, I was like, it's no problem. Another story. There was a kid, might have been about 10 or 11 years old. His dad brought him to a local game store. The dad's sitting back like he should be. You know, you're around people of all ages. You shouldn't leave a 10 or 11-year-old. So the dad was doing the thing. They're having a father-son type of thing. And I don't know if the father played like Magic the Gathering like way back in the day. But, you know, maybe his dad was like my age when I played like in 1994 when I was a little kid. But I was playing, sitting across from like a little kid. I got matched up. He was like 10 or 11. And he was also missing his draw phase. And I said, aren't you missing something? He goes, oh, I'm supposed to draw. I said, yeah. And I said, you know, go on Magic Online. I said, load it up on your computer. I said, and go through all the steps. And just imagine that you're doing. I said, grab your deck. Try to recreate your deck that you have, your draft deck. I said, that's easy to do. You can easily replicate your draft deck on Mtg Arena. I said, then just go through everything. I said, just go through everything. You know, when you draw a card, just draw it. I said, but this kid, he looks at me and, you know, do you ever see like a 10 or 11-year-old, they're really emphatic when they say something? And he's like, I really like this game, and I want to be, he's like, I really want to take this seriously. And I'm sitting there trying not to laugh. He's like, I want to really take this seriously. And he goes, I want to be one of the best Magic the Gathering players. He's like, and I'm trying to learn. And there's two things that I saw, if you listen to that story right there. This is a true story. The father and son are having a bonding moment, but maybe the father played the game a long time ago and he doesn't know the rules now, or maybe he doesn't know. So the father's looking out for his son. I think that's a good thing. And then number two, you have a young kid playing the game. If you have all this negativity with Magic the Gathering, you drive all that away. You drive the father from wanting to bring the son, you drive the kid away from the game, and you drive away players. And I'll say this, there is good and bad in everything. Okay? True story. There is good and bad in everything. And if I talked about football, okay, if I talked about football and I talked about my favorite sports team, right? I just did this on one of my social medias. I had 5,600 people watching, and I was doing a live stream, not on Magic the Gathering. It was about football. And I was just breaking things down really quickly, breaking down NFL players and all this type of stuff. And I didn't know I had 5,600 people watching. You know, I thought, oh, maybe like 10, 15 people. No, it turned out to be 5,600. People were sharing it in different watch groups, and then I would read the comments later, and people were, you know. But here's the thing. With sports, you'll hear about the 5 players that get suspended, and people will focus on that. But you don't hear about the 100 people that donate to charity, that on Thanksgiving will donate their time and you know, go to a homeless shelter and not donate their money, but their time. These are multimillionaires and will give out turkey dinner. You know what I mean? You don't hear that. But if all you do is focus on the negative, then you have a narrative. So I like to be a little bit more objective and say, there's some things that can be cleaned up. But there's also really a lot of good, if you look for it. But if you don't look for it, you're not going to find it. You're not. And it's kind of like the phrase, and you're like, what's this guy do with magic? They always say, you find love when you're not looking for it, right? You always hear that phrase, and that's a false phrase. That's not true. You're looking for love when you look for it. When you're not, see, here's the thing. When you're not fixated on one person, right? You're not, so, I don't know, like, so a lot of people have, like, maybe have crushes, right? Like, you know, if you're only focused on one person, and maybe they don't like you like that, Okay? If you're focused on one person, put it this way. If you're staring to the person to the left of you, are you going to notice the person to the right of you? The person in front of you? The person behind you? No. See, you find love, you find beauty in things when you're looking for it. Because when you're not looking for it, you are looking for it. Because you're looking at everything. You know? If you're not fixated on one person you have a crush on, right? You are now looking to the person to the left of you, the right of you, and you might find that the person behind you, not the person to the left, is the right person for you. But if you get so fixated on one thing, then that will be your narrative. And you're not going to find the good in things. So, and you're like, what's that have to do with Magic the Gathering? Well, I can talk about things that aren't, things that can get cleaned up in Magic the Gathering, and that's what I want to do. That's what I want to bring. I want to bring a voice to MTG. I want to bring a voice to Magic the Gathering, but in a more informed one. I want to hear from you guys. And that's the reason why I was happy to be invited by Wizards and partner up with Wizards. You know, for the early access event. That's the reason. And is because I want to get feedback so I can give it back to Wizards. But it's not going to happen next week. It's not going to happen next month. It's going to take time. So, as that relationship grows. So, what I want to say, first and foremost, Magic is not life. So, have fun. Like the Challenger decks, okay? I think people freaked out about the Challenger decks. Some people did, some people didn't. Not on my channel, because I didn't really talk about it. But, Challenger decks I think are great. Because some people, like I said, they don't know how to construct a deck. And it's great to have a deck that's pre-made that you can play. Some people might say, well, you're grabbing decks, Challenger decks, you're grabbing decks that placed in the top 8, and you're putting them you're giving them an idea. Well, first off, the Challenger decks are really watered down. They're really watered down. You're not going to go to a tournament with a Challenger deck and win. But you can grab a Challenger deck, go to Friday Night Magic, and out of 4 matches, maybe go 2-2, probably go 1-3. But what I'm trying to say is I think a lot of people want to play casually, but semi-competitive. Go back to sports. It's like a sports team. If you're going to watch a sports team, you want to win every once in a while. Because if you just watch a sports team and they always lose, Cleveland Browns fans and Cincinnati Bengals fans, but I'm just joking. I'm not fans of either of them. But if you just your team always loses, you're not going to watch them. Because there's no suspense. Because you know they're going to lose. So I think a lot of people want to play a casual game, but be semi-competitive. I have decks for you for that. Get me at the beginning of the month. Now, if you're going to watch my decks at the end of the month or towards the middle of the month, that's when I get a little bit more competitive, because that's when we start to go into, you know, more of like, okay, I'm gearing up to go tier 1 mythic rank. Okay? Like we're doing that. We're playing the top people. But I have decks for everybody. I have drafts for everybody. So if you're missing out on mechanics, you're new to Magic the Gathering, you're like, I don't know how Outdrain works. I don't know how Theros Beyond Death works. I don't know how Ikoria works. I don't even know how Magic the Gathering works. It's fine. All you have to do is go to the channel, type in Outdrain, you'll find it. Type in Ikoria, you'll find it. Type in Theros Beyond Death, you'll find it. You'll find the drafts. You'll find the new mechanics. You'll see my mistakes. You'll see some things that I do good. You'll see some mistakes opponents make. You'll see things that they do good. And if that distracts you and, you know, makes you a better player, I want you to be the best version of yourself that you possibly can be. You're like, oh, there you are with that health. That's how you slid it in there. Nice sneaky there. I'm not scripted, so it wasn't sneaky. I'm not scripted. I don't have a script. I don't have a green screen. I don't do that. I'm not talking about any YouTubers, by the way, because I don't know of a MTG YouTuber that uses a green. I don't know, and I don't watch too many. But like I said, I'm not talking about anybody specifically, so don't take it negatively. What I'm trying to say is that I pretty much am unscripted, but it doesn't mean I'm off the collar. So I try to keep things positive, but I'm human. I'll get in a match and I'm like, oh, did we really just get 6 land in a row? Come on. You know, I'll do that. It happens. I'm human. It works. But, so again, I try to keep everything PG-13. I hope you do in the comment section. I hope you enjoy the gameplay, live streams, to matches, to, if you want to talk about sports, we'll do that. And there's going to be much, much more. We're going to open up packs. I'm going to be doing giveaways, not just with booster packs, but also I'm going to be giving you codes that you can use to build your collection. So if you're like, well, how did you get... Look at my wild cards right now. How did you get 171 uncommon wild cards? Or, excuse me, 171 commons, 192 uncommon... Listen, I show you. Right? And so I'm going to try to help out your collection. But you got to subscribe. You got to be a subscriber. And, again, just subscribe, like the videos, and that's pretty much it. So anyway, I hope you guys have a really good day. Again, hopefully that will give you some peace of mind. And yes, I still have my DCI card from the late 90s when I was younger. It's kind of crazy that I still have it. It's kind of funny. But with the DCI, though, I think they're changing everything. So it'll be more of a nostalgic momentum. That's what it is, really. Anyway, guys, girls, thanks for watching, and I hope that we can build a nice community and, you know, experience the good. And there's more than life than just Magic the Gathering. Focus on the positive. Life's about adjustments, and become the best version of yourself. But in the meantime, let's talk Magic the Gathering at the same time. All right, guys, take it easy. The birds are chirping. I need to go to bed, and it's getting late, and I've gotten 6 hours of sleep in 72 hours, so I need to go to bed. Anyway, have a good day. Subscribe, like, and share. And thank you.